What's going on, guys? So I am at the Jayco Homecoming event. This is essentially where they feature the 2026 model year lineup. They have their travel trailers, their fifth wheels, and many of their motorhomes, as well as a huge variety of floor plans. In front of me, you were actually looking at a Jayco Eagle. And what's special about this one is that they essentially took a floor plan that they had in their larger fifth wheel, or their full profile fifth wheel, the Northpoint, and they made a Eagle version of it. This is really cool, and I think you're gonna like this one a lot, because every time I featured that other floor plan in the Northpoint, everyone's kind of like, wow, that is amazing. This kind of brings the price down a little bit, and it provides it to you in a mid profile that's going to possibly be a little bit lighter on your tow vehicle. So let's take a look at it. Hang tight, I'll be right back. So before we actually hop inside, take a look at this. This is the Eagle fifth wheel 365 UKTS. And again, this has the floor plan that we featured in a Northpoint with that L-shaped sofa, the dinette right here, the rear kitchen, nice bathroom area, big front bedroom area. And I'm going to see how well it executes in the Jayco Eagle fifth wheel. So let's start by taking a look at the numbers. It's going to have a gross vehicle weight rating of 13,400 pounds. It's going to have a cargo capacity of 1,978 pounds, leaving you a dry weight of 11,422 pounds. It's going to have 6,000 pound axles, and it's going to ride on 16-inch H load range tires, which is absolutely awesome because that's a very different tire than what most people are used to. Typically, you might see a 16-inch G, but this is actually an H, which means it's going to be a heavier duty tire than that, which is cool. But when everything is said and done, at that dry weight of 11,422 pounds, this is something that I would still recommend towing behind a 3/4 ton truck with at least 3,500 pounds worth of cargo capacity. Check your door sticker. Preferably a single rear wheel 1-ton truck that's going to have more than that. Because whenever you load this up, you're likely going to run out of cargo capacity on your vehicle before you run out of towing capacity. That said, we'll take a quick look at the outside. In the front basement storage here, you have a spot for batteries, spot for a generator, whether you bring your own generator or you try to have one added. You're going to have a spot for twin 40-pound propane cans. Whoops, one on each side. That is awesome that you can actually fit 40-pound propane cans in an RV this size. You have your Nautilus water control panel here, little shower port up there. This has the Nuvo H2O triple filtration water system. You have your power disconnect over here as well. And you have audio controls and stuff we'll take a look at when we get over there. This door is on strut arms because the slide is right above it. You have your Suburban on-demand water heating system outside of your furnace, 50 amp connection. Cable driven slide. This is the BAL exact slide system. It's cable driven. It's kind of the better generation of cable driven slides, if that makes sense. More reliable, designed better in my opinion. Under here you have upgraded suspension. It's the Cree 3000 with heavy duty shackle straps. Actually no, they're the standard shackle straps, so 1/4 inch thick shackle straps, greasable wet bolts, and reinforced frame hanger. So that's a really good setup. The only thing I would probably add would be the 1/2 inch thick heavy duty shackle straps. You have these Rainier H-rated tires on a 16-inch wheel. That is a super heavy-duty tire for a 16-inch wheel. This is going to have electronic auto leveling on it as well. There's your back jack legs. Coming around, you have your LED lights back here. This is set up for towing. 3,000 pound tow capacity, 300 pound hitch weight, even though I never recommend towing behind a towable RV. You have a ladder which is included, which is kind of rare these days. A lot of companies now are taking that off and just putting the on-the-go system. It is prepped for a backup camera. You have power back here. You have a shower sprayer right here. You have the J-port 2-inch receiver. You pop this open and then you can plug it in and have like a grill or a griddle coming off the side. Here is one of your LED awnings. And then you have the second one over here. Huge storage area. This is absolutely enormous. Really nice, and it's really unobstructed for the most part, except for those two little PEX connections right there that you can see at the top of the storage area. Your other 40-pound propane tank goes there. MB CURT speakers. And this is the 365 UKTS, and it is warranted for full-time RVing. All right, so check this out. So again, you may be kind of familiar with this interior if you've seen the videos I've done on its larger brother, which is the Northpoint. It's very similar, but it does feel larger and it is a longer RV. But this right here is a super nice fifth wheel. I mean, especially in a mid-profile, this is beautiful. This dinette is really cool because when you don't want it to take up too much room, or if it's just a couple, you can set it like this, or you can actually extend it by pulling it out like that. And then the chairs for this will be underneath the bed. Really, really nice multi-function table. You have a lot of windows over here, and then on the other side, you also have some nice windows. You have a large one in the center, flanked by two smaller ones. And again, this is a really, really nice L-shaped sectional. Huge, huge, huge fireplace right there, as well as a giant TV on the wall with kind of a shiplap wood design behind it. Whisper quiet air conditioning system. Have the ceiling fan going. I love the fact that they give you a desk here. This is really nice. Then you got some power over here, plus you have power down there as well. Then you have a little bit of storage there on the side. You have a really nice Everchill residential style refrigerator, 2 freezer drawers, plus a refrigerator up top. Good sized pantry with adjustable shelves. That is really nice. Nice motion detection lights turn on in there. We call this a liquid chalkboard because you can use like a liquid pen to write on there. Huge window back here. This is awesome. This gives you a ton of not only light coming in, but a lot of visibility outside of the RV. I really like this kitchen setup. This is really well done. A lot of space in here. You could easily have more than one person working in here. And they even give you some space right here between the kitchen and the sectional. So if somebody has to be back here doing something, maybe you're prepping something that requires help, you could probably stand back there. Plus you have 6 drawers over here, 2 cabinets there, 2 cabinets there. Trash can probably, well, nope, doesn't go under there. Yep, spot for your trash can. 3-burner gas stove oven combo with the pull-out drawer right there. Nice GE residential microwave. A lot of upper cabinets though. This is a really, really good floor plan. They've done a great job here. Solid surface materials. This is really nice. I love the fact that they're putting this CURT style material in here as well. Anyways, let's work our way to the front. All right, so we got some really good storage in here. That is great. That's like closet size storage. Nice big pull-out drawer here. Not exactly sure what that's for, but it's a great spot for stuff. I mean, that's a big drawer that they put in. And then you have more storage up top. You have your touch panel here for all your controls. Slide outs, lights, AC, all of that. And you can also do it from your smartphone. Okay, checking out the bathroom. It's a good sized bathroom. Porcelain foot flush toilet. You have a really good sized shower stall. It is prepped or backed for a bench if you want to put one in, or a seat. Nice area right here. Thermofoil undermount plastic sink. But it doesn't look bad at all. A lot of space around here as well. It's got a good sized Benison cabinet as well. And then of course you got more storage right there for towels and toiletries. You got a drawer down here. And also 2 cabinets right there. Okay, now check this out. So this is a larger than normal queen. I believe it's like 6 inches wider than a traditional queen, but it's huge. I mean, it really feels like it is almost a king size bed. Got a lot of room in here. You got another AC in here. It's a Whisper quiet air conditioning system. So there are 3 AC units in this RV. You have one right here. You have one above the living room area, and both of those are Whisper quiet. Then in the very back, you have a standard AC unit. Then you have your closet right here. Hamper right there, plus more wardrobe storage. And then you also are going to have storage underneath the bed. Very nice. Then you have some chairs over here as well. It also is prepped for washer and dryer, so you can put a stackable unit in right here. And it has some hanging hooks on the back, or you can just use this as storage. Then you have more wardrobe right here, as well as a backer for your TV and all your connections above. But I'd love to know, what are your thoughts here? This has a sliding door. Do you like this type of floor plan? I know that Again, the Northpoint with the kind of larger version of this is a big hit. What do you think of this one? This is really cool. And check this out. So almost right next to that one, they actually have the Northpoint with the same floor plan. Let's go take a look at this one real quick. This is the 365 RKTS. And again, this one's going to feel a little bigger because it is a little bigger. So you can see the sectional is much larger. The table over here is still the same, but you have much larger desk area over here that actually can support 2 seats because this is a longer unit. And you can see the kitchen is quite a bit larger overall. So you have the refrigerator over here. There's a full-size GE residential refrigerator. Over here you have your pantry, and then you have another one right here which is a bit more significant and with adjustable shelves as well. This also has a convection microwave, a 4-burner drop-in full-range stove oven combo. That's nice. Solid surface countertops throughout, so everything's going to be solid surface. You're going to get things like soft closing drawers throughout. But yeah, this right here is definitely a step up in terms of what Jayco offers from a luxury RV perspective. You can see the lighting, really cool propeller style fan. You can see the radiused ceiling plus this really cool kind of divider right here. And again, this is essentially just a larger, higher end luxury unit. Solid surface, porcelain underneath, larger shower, multi-spray heads, porcelain foot flush still. Bedroom's also going to be, it's going to be very similar, but you're going to have much larger wardrobe over here. TV already mounted. But yeah, so hopefully this gives you kind of a good idea of the differences between the two. Anyways, sure hope you enjoyed the video. If you haven't had a chance, please take a moment, subscribe to the channel, give me a thumbs up. We'll talk to you again very soon.